Hello everyone, this is Ruth the Forex Lady with another video. I know it has been quite some time since I've posted a video, but I thank you guys so much for your support. I thank you for your patience. I thank you for subscribing to my channel. I am just so grateful. I think the last time I checked, I had over 400 subscribers, which is something I never even thought I would have had on my channel, but I thank you guys so very much. Um, Before I begin, I must say that if you guys want to connect with other persons who are using this very same method, you can in fact use the description below and join any of the groups. Or if you want to support my channel, you can. All the information is in the description below. And I must say that sometimes you guys inbox me on my Telegram and I may take a while to respond. I have so many things going on my end. That's why I give you guys the channels and the groups so that you can communicate with other traders throughout your questions there, and whenever someone has the time, they'll be able to assist you. So without further ado, I want to talk about levels today. I was inspired because someone in one of the groups were talking about selling pound US, and I thought to myself, honestly, I would not be selling pound US. I'm not saying that their analysis is incorrect. I'm just saying that this is why I would have been looking for a buying opportunity, and that is based on levels. So I know that a lot of persons would see people do levels where they would draw boxes based on consolidation zones, and you would see up to level 6, levels 10, all sorts of different things. I really do keep it simple. My levels are based on the arrangement of my EMAs. You guys know that I am big, huge fan of my EMAs. My EMAs for me are gospel. So let's get started. So I'm looking at Pong Aussie on the 3rd of December, and as we can see, we have a nice head and shoulder pattern formed here. Look, the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. How do I know this is level 3? We have the EMAs that are fanned out. We have a beautiful arrangement of the EMAs, the blueberry above the mayo above the water. We have had price selling for quite some time. The ADR of this is 181 pips, and this would have made a move of 611 pips to the downside. So we know that we are definitely in level 3. We made more than 3 times the ADR to the downside. We have head and shoulder pattern, so we're beginning to look for some type of reversal. So we know that we're in level 3. After level 3, we're looking for level 1. Level 1 is where we have the water and the ketchup crossing. Now, crossing of the water and the ketchup, that happens sometimes on all levels. But when we have price moving 3 times the ADR, we have a peak formation with a nice structure like a head and shoulders. These things tend to let us know, especially when we're looking at even divergence, because you have a lower, if you can see here, you have a lower low, but on the TDI, you're seeing that we have a higher low, and then it forms a higher low again. So we have really nice divergence of the TDI as well. So we have this beautiful head and shoulder structure. We have 3 times ADR. We have price clearly showing, nice separation of the EMAs. So we're in level 3. So level 1, like I was saying before, is where we have the ketchup and the water crossing. So we see ketchup and the water. Well, firstly, we see the ketchup and the water crossing here. And then we see price coming down. It formed a stop hunt here, and we have ketchup and the water crossing here. After the ketchup and the water crosses, what we're looking for is the pullback to the water. However, on this particular day, if you were looking for that pullback to the water, you would not have been successful because you would have been in at least 50 plus pips drawdown, almost 60 pips drawdown. For me personally, had I taken that, I would have been knocked out because my stop loss is never greater than 20 pips. However, for me, I would have been looking for a sell opportunity because I use my trend based on the arrangement of the mayo and the water. So when the mayo is above the water, I only look for selling opportunities like this one. When the mayo is below the water, I look for buying opportunities. So I don't trade level one. That's just me personally, but I know a lot of persons do trade level one. They wait for that pullback to the water and they get really beautiful early entries, and then they continue the trend. They probably swing trade or whatever they choose to do. So once again, price came down. Then we have a beautiful move where the water and the ketchup was crossed again here, and price shot straight through the mayo, and then it came back and it tested the water at this point. So now we know that we are in level two. Level two for me is when the water and the mayo crosses. So level two is the water and the ketchup. Level one, sorry, is the water and the ketchup cross. Level two is the water and the mayo. This is where I personally take my directional bias. Once I look at the arrangement of the water and the mayo, I know what type of trade I am looking for. At this point, I will now be looking for a buy opportunity. And as we can see, beautiful bounce here, and price continued up. Now in level two, there are two things that can take place. We can either have a trend reset where price comes up to about the blueberry and then continues the original trend, or price can continue and go into level 3. So in this case, price continued and went into level 3. Level 3 is where we have the mayo and the blueberry crossing. Now what happens is that now price is above all the EMAs, and the EMAs are arranged in a particular way. So we have the water above the ketchup, sorry, the water above the mayo and the mayo above the blueberry. This arrangement is our level 3 when it's arranged this way. So now we know that we're in level 3. What happens in level 3? We're looking for one of two things. We're looking for price to continue because now we're in a strong trending market, or we're looking for price to reverse. So we're looking for some type of multi-day M, multi-day W. We're looking for head and shoulder, that kind of thing. Or if it is prices to continue, we're looking to see if price makes 3 times its ADR. Once we know price would have made 3 times its ADR, then we're going to start looking for some type of reversal. So then what happens here? Here, price now came and the ketchup and the water crossed again. Price came back, it tapped the water for that nice ID50 move, and then it continued. What happened? Like I said, I would not have been taking this because the water would have been above the mayo. I would have been waiting for the water and the mayo to cross. Once this has crossed, then I would have been taking this trade coming here. We had a beautiful pin to the mayo and price sold off. So at this point here, we had level 2 right at this point, and then we had level 3 where the blueberry and the mayo would have crossed. So you know you're in a strong trending market. So you're either looking for a continuation of the trend or a trend reset. A continuation of a trend or a trend reset or a trend no sorry, forgive me, a continuation of the downtrend or a reversal. What gives us the reversal? We're looking for some type of pattern, a head and shoulder, uh multi-day M, a multi-day W, all these different things. So once again, we have a cross of the water and the ketchup, and then price came and it pinned for those who like the ID50 moves. I personally would, if had I taken this with all these pins to the upside, I would have lost this trade because I would have been looking for a sell because my mayo would have been above my water. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, yes, you're losing days, but with consistency, whatever is easy for you to see in the market, that is what you're going to be going with. So you get this nice ID50 move and price continue to the upside. Then you had a nice cross of the water and the mayo. So now price came down, tapped on the quarter point, and then it continued in the direction of the trend. What happened next? So at this point here, you know you're now in level 2. Next thing you're looking for is level 3, where the mayo and the blueberry crossed. So now you're in level 3. So at this moment, right now, Pong Aussie is in level 3 to the upside. So with Pong US, today someone said they were selling this pair. Now, why would I be looking for a buy opportunity? Yesterday we had a cross of the water and the mayo. So anytime my water is above my mayo, I am looking for a buy opportunity. I actually entered right here at the Asian midline, and I actually, it stopped me out with this. When it came down here, it actually took me out because I had moved my stop loss to break even. So I did in fact get stopped out here. But had it not come down here to stop me out, I would have been in significant profits. So why was I looking for a buying opportunity? Like I said, because I was in level 2 to the upside, where we had the fresh water mayo cross. So what I'm seeing as well is that now we have the water crossing the blueberry. So what I'm looking for after is the blueberry crossing the mayo, and then we'll know we're in a beautiful, strong, trending market to the upside, and we're either looking for price to continue the upward movement or a possible reversal. So I hope that you guys understood how I do my levels. So I can recap it one more time. Level 1 is where you have the ketchup and the water crossing. At level 1, that's where you're looking for your ID 50 crosses, where price comes back, bounces on the 50 EMA, and continues the trend. Level 2 is where we have the water and the mayo crossing. At that point, you know, you can either look for a continuation to go into level 3, or at that point, sometimes you get a trend reset. Or level 3 is where you have the blueberry crossing the mayo, and at that point is where you have a strong trending market. You can either start looking for a reset, a reversal, sorry, a reversal, um, after you would have, of course, either had confirmations like the 3 times ADR or head and shoulder pattern or multi-day M or multi-day W, that kind of thing. So I thank you guys so much for everything, for your support, for your patience. I will be uploading more videos. I'm actually on my way to leave the country in a few hours. So I said before I leave, I'm going to just send you guys a video so that you guys can have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. So for the individual who was selling Pong US, this is my reason as to why I was looking for a buy opportunity. I'm not saying that your analysis is incorrect, because, for example, had someone been buying the Pong Aussie that I would have shown before with the ID 50 bongs, they would have been successful. I would have lost that trade. So it all depends on what we look for in the markets and what we can see and what is easy for us to identify. So I thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, for supporting me, for joining the groups. I really don't have time to message every single person that message me on a daily basis. So that is why I suggest you go to the groups. There are a lot of persons who will be there and willing to assist. And even your questions, no one is going to look at you anyway, because we're all there to learn. And even your question, someone else may want to know the same question. Please, once you join the group, be as respectful as possible. We're not here to bash anyone. We're all here. The only butt that we want to kick is the market maker's butt and our broker's butt. We're not kicking each other's butts. This is a really tough industry to be in. It's not easy. And I hope that you guys would have been taking my videos very seriously, especially my trading psychology, exercising proper risk management. Remember that slow progress is still progress. You may not be able to make $1,000 a day right now, but if you can make $10 a day, $5 a day consistently, eventually you're going to be able to increase your lot size to make $10, $20, $50, $100 until you reach your goal of whatever it is that you want to reach. So I thank you guys so much for everything, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye now.